Hi everyone, so I'm back today to show you these and then make one with you. Okay, so these are altered paper clips. They're like big paper clips. They are roughly about 3 inches. I think they're just shy of 3 inches. Yeah, just shy of 3 inches. And what are they wide? They are 6 1 2 3 4 5 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so I was inspired by the kind of layouts of the zipper pulls that Crafty by Tony done. That was her last day doing the ABC April challenge, and she had obviously done them on like D-rings, like pull ring things, and I thought I've got some, I just don't know where they are. Anyway, they're kind of like buckly type things that I've got. Anywho, I thought, oh, I've got big jumbo paper clips, so I thought I'll make some of them, and her layouts were quite inspiring, so I've made this one. Now the butterflies and all the little pieces of ephemera that I've added on there are freebies over on my coffee shop, so I will link them below. You can check them out. It was a little, what's that one called? Cluster snippets, and then it's a butterfly one, and I've just put, where is it? It's like a cheeseclothy type material, just a little bit thicker than a cheesecloth, and I've got hundreds of that. Anyway, and then some little bling on the butterflies. I have wrapped around these because they are quite thick. I've wrapped cardstock around them and then paper. I'll explain that when I make it. And these dangles are all from, I'll show you, it's just an old broken necklace, like a beaded necklace, so it was broken, so, or I broke it on purpose, one of the two. Anywho, so that's that one and that one, and then we have this one. Now these little images, that I've printed them two to a page, obviously, because they are bigger when you print them, but two to a page. And then I've punched out some little hearts using this punch, which the heart measures, I'll tell you that in a minute. It's like a 2 centimetre heart. Right, so then that one, again, we've got that material, and then I've kind of frayed it at the edges and put them on, and another bead dangle there. So let's make one. Okay, so like I was explaining, these are really thick and like sturdy. Anyway, I've got printables, and sometimes scrapbooking paper is quite thin, and I have done them before on these, and when you kind of glue them, you can see all the you know, all the shape of the actual paper clip, and I wasn't overly keen on that, so I just cut some out. I stamped on it because I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna be doing, so was it this size? Yeah, and I just kind of folded it over like so, like that. And then we kind of glue that on. This, for me, this just gave a little bit of stability, but if you're using like a really thick scrapbooking paper, you possibly don't need to do that. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on here, because we kind of want like that to stick onto that. Now with that, I'll tell you the measurements of, I think that was ruler. 6 centimeters, and that gave me, obviously, we can see the top and we can see the bottom. Okay, and then glue on here. Use whatever, I would definitely use a wet glue, don't be using like a glue stick for this. Right, so, and I just kind of press that in, and obviously I let it dry for a little bit, but we're not going to do that today. Right, so I've got this. You can use anything. I've got loads of little bits of paper that I've been using here. That was the music paper that I was punching the hearts out with. Oh, I've even got a little bit of music paper here. I thought I had another piece somewhere. I possibly have. I've got a right mess going on over here. This might be it. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna what I would do there is just see, I'm obviously not having it is it 6 centimeters, just having it a little bit shorter, and then you get to see the layers as well. So I just fold that around, and I can see I don't need all of that obviously, so I'm just bending that in, and I will just cut that off. I've got every scissors and rulers and gadgety things out that I could possibly get to make these. I make less mess making a journal. Right, and then with this, oops, I'm just going to glue. Now you could sit and mass make these like to your little heart's content. Right, so just putting that in there. The reason I stamped on it was because like I wasn't quite sure how I was going to decorate them, and I thought, oh, that stamp will be nice on there, a little bit of Tiffany and Co. And no, you can't see it. So you could just use like anything thick. You know, it doesn't have to be cardstock. You could use, if you've got like junk mail or whatever, it's nice and sturdy, you could use that. So I'll put that out of the way. I even thought, oh, I could tie little bits on there. I mean, that's an option as well. Right, so you can see we've got that loop there, and this is from my little freebie. So, and like I said, I printed that out. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do? I think I want to get, this was a printable piece of what do you call it, music paper. I think I've got a freebie music paper sheet in my coffee shop, so look for that. If you don't have any, I think I've got a white one and a coffee dyed type one, so you could use that if you don't have any. Right, so we'll put that there. So we're not really going to see much of that layers now. And then this, like I said, this is from my little cluster snippets freebie. It's just 1 page, I think. And the butterflies was 1 page, and again, like I said, I printed these 2 to a page. Okay, now I've got this little bit here, but I've also got that. I'm just going to pull away at that, and there we go. Take that down just a little bit, and I'll put that on there. There we go, just kind of squish it around there. And I've got this butterfly left. Now I don't know whether I want to put that there and that there. Well, that's exactly what we'll do. And if you don't have any big, large paper clips, don't know what else to suggest that you could use instead. I'm sure there's something, or I'm sure you find them like in the pound shops, the dollar stores. Oh, there's another butterfly there. Do we want that one? Do we want that one? I think I want a little bit more of this coming out the bottom of there for the butterfly. Just pulling away at it. Just a little bit down there. Yep, that will do. And as you'll see, these don't take long to make. You could set maybe and cover the paper clips for say half an hour, you know, or do loads one night and, you know, cut out things and, you know, a little assembly line of it all. And then you'll have lots of them. You can do them smaller, you don't have to do them this size. You can just do standard size, like, well, that's a 2-inch one, and I've got smaller. I don't know what the smaller sized ones are. I'll tell you. I shall tell you. They're 3 centimeters, and this one is 5, which is roughly about 2 inches. So yeah, you can make them any size you like. I just think these are cute. That's a nice size. Excuse me. Right, I also, some bling, of course, just for the butterfly. Just using a bit of glossy accents there. That, where did that go? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's raining. The last couple of days it has been beautiful, and now the rain's here and it's made it really muggy, very humid. Right, so I already broke that off, not broke it, I used my little tools to take that off, and I'm going to use, I've got these in this kind of like antique colour, got them in silver and I've got them in black, but we're going to use this kind of antique colour, and we'll open it. And I'm sure I had one, and I just punched a little hole with my crocodile, the smallest one, which is 1/8 of an inch, so it's teeny tiny. So I'm going to feed that one in first, and then that on there, and I'm going to put it that way, and there we go. And you could, if you've got like tabs on the side of a journal, like I haven't here, but if you've got a tab on there and you punched a hole and put an eyelet, you could use a jump ring and you could have that dangling off. Just imagine there's a tab on there. This is something that I'm going to be doing. I started this the other day and I was like, I'm going to do a video on that eventually. So that's my little tub of things to do, craft with me videos. It's my ideas. So yeah, there we go. I'll probably carry on making a few more, maybe do some different sizes. But there we go. Easy peasy, quick little project for you to do. You know, you can make your bead dangles if you want. This one's just got the bead dangle on there. You could have like little words and things like that dangling from there. Charms, just charms on their own. But yeah, just use whatever you have. So if you're looking for the freebies, I will link them below. If you like this video, it'd be great if you give me a thumbs up. If the hype button's there, hype me if you want to. You can comment and you can share this video as well. And if there's anything in my shop that you want to share in your videos, as in like any of my digitals, you're more than welcome to do that. You can share where you've got stuff from my shop, that's absolutely fine. So yeah, there we go. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.